This is an All Sports Station production.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans. With that, let's get you up to Nashville and Nissan Stadium. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And we look now at the Lions offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Good job. That was great. Good job.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Ready, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Stafford. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Throwing again. Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 42 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Joseph now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
Blue 60! Let's go, D! Don't be alone.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you felt that one.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill. That is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Come on,
Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Deshaun Hand. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. Tannehill now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go, baby.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That had to be a nightmare as a ball carrier. You look up and see his big bear claws coming at you right away. No chance.
And just think how the game continues to evolve. We always worried about the defensive ends and the outside linebackers bringing pressure. How about the play now? It's not just eating up blockers for these guys inside, is it? It's eating up blockers and making plays in the backfield.
And just eating.
Break. The mic, boy, 51. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the hit.
Now on 2nd and 16. Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw.
Double dog, double dog.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Tannehill now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried to dump off, lost yardage. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Humphries on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Titan football. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And what can they do to better account for him? Because they haven't accounted for him well so far, as we see here on your screen.
They may have to draw up coverages they haven't run so far. They may have to create something on the fly because he's beaten everything. And when you watch this game unfold, you keep thinking to yourself, is it 2 men, 3 men, maybe even a 4th guy may have to go and account for him. But right now, he's shredding the defense.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready to break. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. 3 down, 3 down. Right. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And a cut and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 51 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Can't be any more fun than that play for our back. A long running play that results in a touchdown. He's going to grin all the way back to the bench.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the run.
Now it's Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Set, baby! Set, baby!
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, here's Agnew. A very good return that time, 18 yards, and the Lions will take over. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Ready? Ready? 55. I don't think you got it, son.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On second down, it's Henry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. Well, you've told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for a lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Deshaun Hand picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
And Detroit getting set to go now. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. Big hit. Set. 180. Check line 54. Exit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Sack City, baby.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 4th down now after a loss of 2. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
Humphries now to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Draw play. This is Henry. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
You must be dreaming. No. Off.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Mike spot 4.
On first down, Stafford here. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. This complete to Jones. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Set. 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Again, it's Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Back to throw, Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Throwing again is Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Extra point good by Prater, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays, and the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Down. 18 Gator. Mike 58 right there. Turn for you. Let go.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one taken just inside the 10. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Ready? 18 Gator. Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Five.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking,
Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Blue 60. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Stafford. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
and normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's able to get it out of there. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off play action, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. I got one. Clear.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
You don't want no problems with me. Here we go.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Let's go.
Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Lead grip, lead grip.
Now it's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Go. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Now Tannehill. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Pick your game up.
Again, it's Johnson. Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54. Come to my work. We won't.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
280. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Go.
On second down, Johnson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Johnson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They'll run with Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Down. 70. Indy.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. He gets it to Humphreys. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Titans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Deshaun Hand able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Stafford toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Humphries now to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now leading his offense back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 32 that time. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Now Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's just me and you. It's just
Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Stafford on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Check, 180. Check, walk 54, walk 54. You ain't doing nothing.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Let's go,
A good pickup there, a 22.
280. Right there, 54 Mike. I got you, pop.
On 1st and 10, Stafford is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Set. 280. Check. Watch 54. Watch. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Right there.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Can't fault the offensive line for that incompletion at all. He had all day to throw the football. Their alarm clocks went off early today, didn't they?
Absolutely, they did. He was surveying, finally let it go, but incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Stafford, and he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, He might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now it's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live, and they will have the ball here at the 3-yard line. Well, there you go. That's what the doctor ordered. You're down here in the fourth quarter by 3. You block the punt, you're already in field goal range.
Didn't even write a prescription for that one, right? Not at all. You're exactly right, though. Big-time play. And now, if I'm them, I'm thinking bigger. You're already in field goal range. I'm thinking 6. Don't worry about trying to get 3. Really seize the momentum.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw is Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, baby.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield. but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw, Tannehill, and that is incomplete. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Joker.
They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And a bounce back here for him after a slow start. And sometimes that's how it goes with tight ends. Those catches in their games, they can go in waves at that position.
And you get so locked into stopping them that you think, okay, hey, look at that. We've held him down. And the best ones, you really don't hold down for an entire game. They're going to get their catches. Your job is to keep them from being big-time catches that break you down totally.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And the catch made by Johnson. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On the ground, this is Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.